Okay, so, Jackalor, yeah, the Kia seed arrives later in the same night you send the invitation.
I'll let her in. Have the building guide her way to my office.
Okay, your real office behind the bookcases?
The one under Dominion.
Um, Dominion. I think we
That's
retcon.
the thing.
I think we retconned that out with all the changes we made, because instead you
Oh, we
now
did?
have.
Yeah, that might have been a thing.
Didn't you take another thing as well?
Don't
That changed a
remember.
lot of stuff.
Yeah, we
It
changed a
changed
lot
a
of
lot.
stuff, but essentially we ended up with you having wards against everything instead, rather than more kindred-centric defenses.
Fine. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so I know we have a thing on the bottom level behind some bookcases that's hidden for you, I think.
No, it's not that one. It's the other one. The first one.
Where's the first one? In the vault? Or
The
the
sh-
or this one?
I think. Yeah, that one.
Okay. Sure. She gets guided to it. And now for her sudden and inevitable betrayal. Roll for Arms of the Abyss.
Wish you did not teleport under the floor into my next space, into my next office.
This wouldn't allow you to just teleport her, though. The
No,
amazing thing. She would have to be walking through the thing and it...
no, I'd be teleporting myself
Oh yes, that you could do.
by using my powers. Can.
Okay. So she just offers you her hand. Sir?
Madame, mademoiselle.
You wish to speak with me? Sits down.
Yes.
Debbie!
I'm French too.
You motherfucker.
I'm French too. What would it be to draw someone?
Crafts.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, craft. Okay.
Could be
I don't
expression.
I actually wait. I do have craft, don't I?
Don't fucking draw her.
Yes, I do. I do have craft.
Your craft is architecture, so generally speaking, you would be able to. That's close enough for you to be able to get her likeness, but it wouldn't be artistic, it would be purely functional, essentially. Like a
Oh,
police
that's
sketch.
Yeah, that's sad. Oh well. I have heard much about many things about Ukiah Seed and your penchant for the occult.
And I have heard a great many things about you. Most of them not very complimentary. I think the most common was that Tremere donkey's asshole, something something. It varied a bit from case to case.
Oh, really? That's what they say nowadays?
The Saminsi are very eloquent when they put their mind to it.
Well, they do. They were scholars once.
Well, they're certainly inventive in their own way.
Oh yes.
Degenerates, all of them, of course, but such are the times.
Yes. Can I roll? Well, how obvious is her chia seed flaw of being, unnatural looking?
Is your Auspex active? Yes or no, Jackalor?
I think you went AFK for a second.
Jackalor, is your Auspex active?
Can you?
Okay, you're cutting in and out a bit. Yeah, apparently really badly. Can you like restart your headset or whatever? Whatever it is that you do that fixes this usually.
That better?
Seems like it. Okay,
Yeah,
so if your Auspex is active, give me perception awareness at 6.
Hey, it's the same as my perception alertness dice pool. Garbage.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, you're gonna fuck this up.
At some point. One day.
Yep. Can't know this shit.
Okay, yeah, in that case, if you had seen a goth chick, she would look like a normal human goth chick. She does not look particularly fey at all. In fact, you could confuse her for any vampire, more or less.
Either she's very good or it's not very obvious.
Or you're just very bad.
That too.
Mm-hmm.
Have a lot of aspects. Anyway.
You could always read her
would it-
mind.
No.
Afraid to
Not this
fuck it
time.
up.
Afraid to piss her off. I want her storming out,
Uh-huh.
I try to treat my guests well.
Yes, the Zemitzi certainly enjoyed your hospitality as they were being twisted into a gargoyle.
My guests, not my prisoners.
Oh, so there's a distinction there. Okay, good to know.
What do you know about the Fae? I've heard you Seed have a very close connection to them.
Roll perception empathy. Since your
Five
Auspex is
dice.
active, -2 to the difficulty. What's yours? Do you
I
have a
don't have a
specialty to
specialty.
help you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No,
Perception
really
empathy.
Rip. We have some. It would depend on specific questions you have, I suppose. Nothing in particular. It really depends.
And would you be willing to share some knowledge about the Fae?
Well, potentially that will depend on the circumstances and who was doing the asking.
And I might offer occult lore of my own.
What kind of occult lore? She leans forward.
Depends on how much you know.
My gosh, you sound like a threatening asshole.
Okay, sounds like a Shackle.
You should have just drawn her.
Okay, I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna give you another opposed roll versus her ability to hide things because. Okay, make a perception empathy roll.
You should get this one.
Wait.
There you go.
You know,
Yeah.
she is trying to hide it, but that light in her eyes, that's just pure unbridled greed right there.
Yep. She's. Yeah. Assumed as much.
She's trying to pass it off as no big deal, but she's interested. Well, what kind of knowledge are we talking about specifically? And what would you need to know?
Well, specifically how connected the Fae are with the places of magic within this world.
Ah, so you're hunting for freeholds then?
I'm looking to avoid running into them.
So you simply wish to stay away from them?
Well, learn how to not piss them off.
That can certainly be discussed. I can probably help you there. She is... Yeah, she's very interested. Still waiting for what you're gonna offer in return specifically.
I have a vast library of occult knowledge. I can't give you access to thaumaturgical rituals without permission from my superiors due to how the hierarchy within Clan Tamir works. But I can offer a lot. And I myself am an expert in it.
So you're giving, just to make sure, you're giving her unbridled access to your library
No,
and
I'm
yourself?
essentially putting it on the table, depending, as I said before, depending on what how much she knows.
Well now. And you would be willing to make or allow me to make copies?
I'd let you. No. Not the question. God.
She wouldn't mind having a dot or two of occult library.
The more you'd have to ask the specific. You'd have to ask specifically what books, and I'll see about. And I'll see about it.
Well, then...
I already see where this is going to end.
Before we go much further with this, I would like to see a catalog of what you actually have available. Jekyll furiously thinking about how this can bite him.
I know exactly how this can bite you. Is the offer tempting enough that she has in return? Like, not pissing off the Fae, or giving access to access to the library.
I mean... Do you want to mind read her now to see just how much she knows?
The roll for that is intelligence subterfuge.
Yes, your intelligence stat comes into this.
Finally.
I'll try it. I'll spend the temporary point of willpower on it.
Okay, then go ahead and roll at 6.
He's doing awesome.
Okay. You know, the first thing that you get is the fact that the mists do not work on Kia Seed. They see right through them. She has seen Faye in the city. She knows what part of town to go to. And she specializes in that kind of crap. That's why she's here. She's been studying them. So, essentially, she's probably the most well situated to give you exactly what you want. And inside she's like, squee!
Turns out I was right to go talk to his Kiasid about this. It's just, yeah.
I think for eidetic memory to memorize as much as possible, it is intelligence alertness under stressful conditions.
Yes.
In stressful conditions, yes.
This would, trying to read her while,
Holding conversation.
yeah, that would be stressful. So why don't you give me that at, we're gonna say a 7 because you are trying to keep talking to her at the same time.
Oh my fucking god! Specialty is intelligence is creative.
That
Oh.
wouldn't apply, but you know,
5 is great.
you're pretty sure you know at least 1 or 2 addresses where one might go to ambush a Fae if one needed a live specimen.
Yeah, I'll
Yep.
I'll give
There might be one last roll he might need here.
Yeah, probably manipulation subterfuge to hide that this has happened.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of stuff to be doing at once and holding a conversation.
Yeah.
And a lot of information that's really good for you.
So, go ahead and make the roll, difficulty 6. This is contested versus a hidden roll of hers.
I'll spend a point of willpower on that.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god. For manipulation, it's well reasoned. I don't think that applies.
Not really. Not on this, I think.
I think he's good. I think he got away with it.
Yeah. So, a lot of what you said you wanted from her, at least, you already have based on that memorization roll. You would need to go through it at your leisure, because right now you're just like, yes, insert disk, copy.
Essentially, I will give you a catalog. I'll give you access to a catalog of the more common books, but I can't give you access to the entire library. Too much.
Well, it would be nice to add some things to my personal library, and certainly, well, she stands up. You can certainly come to me with any questions you have about the Fae. It just so happens that that is an area of interest for me.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Suspicions will arise if you don't actually ask her any questions, Jackalor. Let me just point that out.
Yeah, I know. I will instruct the librarian to give you a copy of of some of the more common books.
Yes, if you don't mind, I would like to speak with him to see what you can actually offer.
I'm assuming I have a system to call someone.
You can call them, or you can just have her wait in like a sitting room and go talk to the librarian and then send him up to talk to her.
Yes, I think I'll do that. Yeah.
Rude.
I want to talk to him about this very closely.
Okay. So that
This is
plot is in
important.
motion.
I
Bacon,
don't want to kill them, but
who did you want to talk with?
Derek, the Toreador.
Derek. Which one was Derek? Derek was the one that does the high society stuff, I think.
Yes.
Okay. You probably don't have an office in the tower yet, given that it's just starting construction, more or less. But you probably have like a floor rented somewhere in town. In like a hotel. So you can invite them there. So let's use this map and put you on the glorious dome. Come on, load, you fucker.
Yo, this is pretty sweet. Where the fuck this from?
It's like a satellite view of the flooding from Katrina, I think.
Yeah, that's Katrina. But to be fair, we also just apparently another hurricane just passed this one over.
Well, aren't there like? Isn't this a combo breaker at this point?
Third one as well somewhere.
The two
worry.
big ones were right after here, like 1954 or something, and then Katrina. Those were the big ones, if I remember.
Okay, so, sure, you invite him over. He would certainly be willing to meet the prince. Just steps in. Let's see, does he have etiquette? Oh, certainly he does. He actually bows respectfully, unlike most assholes.
Yeah.
I approve of that. It's hard to find someone that is good on etiquette these days.
I mean, he's
Hey.
from a high clan.
I'm
Yeah,
good at
I did.
etiquette. I'm not.
I have.
Yeah, but you are not from these days. You are from the good days.
I mean, the Tremere pretend to be a high clan, but you know they're not. Not really. Not the way Toreador and Ventru are.
Guys, we know where all these successes went this session. It went to Jack.
So he bows, and he says, "You wanted to speak with me, my prince."
Yes, Derek. I have a proposition to you. I respect very much of your clan, and I thought it would be very appropriate if I appointed you as the chancellor of the city. What would you think of this position for you?
I specifically need to remember what the chancellor was. That was a diplomat thing, I think.
Yes.
Sounds like it. Okay, so he would essentially be the ambassador.
Something like that.
Does he have enough politics or cult? Can he fake it? No. What would be my exact duties, my prince?
Your work would be like a ambassador, would be talking with important people in my name when I cannot leave the city.
Oh, Jesus fuck. You would think he's a good idea. You have no idea what his dots are actually like. He just perks up. Certainly, I would be honored.
Who did he just do that with?
Derek.
Yeah, Derek Watkin. Great choice. Great choice.
I mean, he knows how to talk with people.
That's basically what he would need.
Yeah, totally. Yep. Yeah,
And
that's
he
exactly what
looks
needs.
amazing. He's completely unforgettable. Now, as to his other qualities or lack thereof, give me a perception empathy at 8 to see if you can glean any information on what he might or might not be good at.
He's fine.
He seems competent enough. Young, but competent.
Yeah. Here's a link to what the Chancellor usually does.
Okay, not on this window, the other one.
It also works with validating if a boon was done or not.
Mm-hmm. Right. So essentially infringing on Epic's Epic's territory already is what I heard.
Yes. Yes. Not
Okay.
intentionally, but yes, infringing on Epic's territory.
I mean, that just frees him up to rumor monger more.
It does.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this could be a fucking disaster. This asshole, of all people! Fuck me. I gave you perfectly good Ventru mooks! And you chose... Okay, never mind, it's done. He happily accepts.
I thought on giving this to a Ventru, but I don't want to piss my sheriff who plot to kill me. He's already plotting to
I
kill me,
think he
but
plots to anyway, but hey,
he would
that's
plot
my
harder.
opinion.
He might not fire the plot, but the plot is there, just by virtue of being Bruja.
Yep.
I mean, if I gave too much power to the Ventru, he would be willing to click the box that automatically invites everyone to the plot.
It's just like an
Everyone
open
will.
secret. Everyone knows there's a plot to kill the prince. No one says anything. They just wonder if they should join in.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, shit. Would he ask for anything? He probably wouldn't yet. He would ask later for some kind of a special permission. Perhaps embrace rights. Huh. Well, shit. Okay. Okay, so that's a really quick meeting. Who else do you have on your list for handing out positions? Did you want to talk with Andy specifically?
Oh yes, I still have to talk with him.
Okay. Then we can handle that now, and then on the second circle we can handle meetings with someone that's actually not gonna be a bootlicker, like the Kia seat, for example. So I suppose with Andy you just tell him to show the fuck up.
Yeah, just scream, Andy.
Just comes in, bows halfway to the floor. My sire, I'm ready to serve.
Congratulations, Andy. You are now my seneschal.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you. He does not seem like he expected this, but he's happily surprised.
I have a lot of trust in you that you will do a good job.
I will not fail you, sir.
You can go now.
Thank you, sir. Turns around, walks out, back straight. So, you know, there's a pep in his step now.
If I start to see that he's having problem with with too much stuff, I will allow him to have a ghoul who help with helping him on finances.
Okay, anyone else you want to just casually appoint to an important position?
No, I
Without
think that
actually checking anything beforehand.
no, that's the truth. I wanted to appoint to a random of a big position without checking them.
See, this is what happens when you guys don't make it clear to the prince he isn't in charge. He acts like he can actually rule.
That's fine. He can do that. These are not things I care about.
So,
I mean, we already talked about Andy. I forgot to talk about making Derek the chancellor, but I think I mentioned sometime during the meeting.
oh, that's perfectly
Andrew?
fine. You don't necessarily need to telegraph every single move you make. Andrew's the primogenitor. He's the one that's been providing blood dolls. Derek's the one that
Andy.
Derek's the one
Routine.
that goes and shakes hands with the high society types. That's his scene.
Yep. Okay.
So, Demi, where do you
One second.
sleep?
I made a quick meme.
God's fucking damn it.
Let's see how casual that is.
I will actually show this to the stream. There. Demi made a meme.
Fucking hell.
God fucking damn it, I just no words. Demi, so where do you sleep? You have resource. Do you have an apartment? Do you just sink into the ground in the
yeah.
park? What's the plan?
Well, since I also have, a called library, we agreed on we're having an apartment, but it was gonna be like near the city park. So like maybe around here where it's like closer, or maybe somewhere around here basically.
Sure.
Near city park.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'll be in my haven. I have it for a reason.
Mm-hmm. So this is gonna happen towards morning, actually. You don't happen to have auspex, do you?
No.
Okay, so as you're about ready to go to sleep, 10-15 minutes from dawn, you just feel a hand curl around you as someone deobfuscates. Teddy.
Is it dark in the room?
Probably, yes.
Protein one.
You turn
this?
around. It's one of the Malk neonates. Just smiling at you in the dark. Caresses your face. Teddy.
It's not gonna lie, that's actually kind of cute. The actual protein one. Hug back.
Okay, roll strength for bashing damage.
What? No, I'm not.
You're a bear! Remember, you have that flaw.
That is true. So just strength.
Yes.
I live for 5 seconds and Demi's already bashing something.
Okay.
Wait, what's your strength?
Yeah.
Yes.
Teddy, you're... Oh, yes. Hold me tight. Wiggles against you. I was so happy when the prince told me I could sleep with you. So happy we can be together, just caressing your ear now. Shh, it's okay, just go to sleep. Go to sleep, we'll wake tomorrow.
I stay an extra 15 minutes awake, contemplating the fucking light from the prince.
I need you to roll your humanity rating to stay awake past sunrise.
Okay.
Because
Difficulty for this is what?
15 minutes would take you past that. So difficulty 8.
You're still not having any.
Amalk just walked into his haven, obfuscated, and curled up next to him because you allowed them to lair wherever bacon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Demi agreed with that. So
I'm gonna have a little talk with the prince. I mean, this is nice and all, but these are just Malkavians. Next thing he's gonna do is like, yeah, a Nosferatu, go cuddle him.
Oh, so you don't wanted this thing that we approved and supported Vivian and Kurt?
Yes, there are no limitations placed on this. For Malks, this is within reasonable limits. If another clan did this might be suspicious, but for them, it's normal. You approve.
No.
Yeah, you specifically
supported
approved
us.
of this.
You have to keep rolling, by the way, Demi.
Oh.
I want to see if you can stay and contemplate or if you fall asleep, like... Mal. Yep, you stay awake. Her arms are locked around you. You can't get out. She's just gone to sleep.
I just take a sort of like, like huge breath and like, this is okay, this is fine, and then I hug back and just finally go to sleep as well.
I can live with this. This isn't the first time. Help.
Good job, Jeanette.
Let's see what's her humanity.
See, this is never gonna happen to Jackler because Jackler is like, but my privacy. Now you don't get the bitches.
Okay, so you wake before her. What do you do?
Shit. That's never a good sign. So try and get up. Like trying to slowly. Like so I don't wake her up.
Make a strength stealth roll.
Strength stealth roll. That's the first. Difficulty for this 6.
Yes, 6. Okay. You are able to extricate yourself. Her strength is not particularly stellar.
Neither is mine. And then I cover her with a blanket, so she's nice and warm.
Okay. How long do you stay in the apartment?
Until she wakes up. I'm not fucking leaving her in my apartment.
Okay, she wakes about 15-20 minutes later. Is like disheveled, like, Teddy, I woke and you weren't here.
Don't worry. I was here the entire time.
Just comes over to you, places hands on your shoulders. I'm so glad we're together now. Today, how about we sleep at my place? Okay?
Sure. I'd love to.
Inside, Debbie's like, ah!
I mean, I know I was born in like fucking 1500, but I think the male rule of never stick dick in crazy still stays.
As if everyone sticks it in there.
You know, in terms of hotness, she's not hot enough to violate that rule. The clown girl, maybe. Her, not so much.
I'm going for it. I'm going in hard.
But, oh no, Demi. Well, do you actually go to her place?
Well, she invited me. It would be wrong for me to not go.
Okay. So,
Oh god, there's more Malks, aren't there?
no, there are no more Malks. But, when you come back, cause that happens without incident, there's a note pinned to your door. It says, "Tonight was my turn, and tell that bitch that if she steals you from us again, there's gonna be consequences."
You totally gonna start a civil war in the Malks, aren't you?
It wouldn't be the first.
You know what's my exact reaction gonna be? The more the merrier.
I'm not sure any of them are willing to share, and sooner or later it's gonna be one of them male Malk's turn.
Yeah, imagine Byron.
Yeah, especially, I'm sure you love the one who ate the Diablerist.
Help me, Epic.
I mean, I'm sure he could for like a moderate boon.
Fucker.
That is your own fault, right? Someone's coming from a mile away.
There were so many successes between your and Epic's roles there that, if I remember correctly, that, you know.
Good fam.
I'm just gonna keep that note, and when the one that came first comes back, I'll just give the note and say you have competition.
Oh no, she doesn't show up for a third night. She's not gonna push her luck. Demi, before we move on to someone else, roll a luck die. Let's see how many people are still left that haven't had a turn. Baldur's probably last, so you want like a... So, next night, it's Leslie, but the night after that, Byron shows up when morning is coming, just knocks on your door with a smile on his face.
I scream eternally. Internally.
Eternally, make a choice.
You know,
In
the
normal.
moment you open your door, he just moves to push past you as if it's perfectly understood that he's gonna walk in and that's normal.
I attempted to use Protean 6 to protect myself a bit.
Do you wish to try and keep him out?
No, I can't. No. I don't want to keep... I want to keep him out, but at the same time, a deal was a fucking deal. I can't go behind it.
You can actually.
No,
But
I'm not
okay.
you.
So for the next year, the entire Mal clan locally is gonna be pranking the gangrel Primogen, it seems. Just like a collective running gag. So, do you curl up next to Byron?
It's an apartment. That Malkavian just went into the privileges. What the hell's going on? We're going to be spreading such nice rumors.
I think I'm gonna have to do a repeat. Stay near Byron, but stay awake until he falls asleep.
Okay. Roll your humanity at 8. Okay. Keep rolling.
More.
Need like 5 to stay awake a decent amount of time.
Yeah, this would probably be enough, no matter what happens for the next part. Just before he falls asleep, his hand snakes down towards your nether regions.
Just before I fall asleep, slowly move it away.
Make a strength check.
Fuck. Difficulty?
6. This is the post roll.
Neither of you.
On a tie, defender wins.
Fuck.
You fall asleep very uncomfortable with these happenings, knowing what he can do. Oh, mother of God!
This was your own choice.
This was my own choice. I live with my own regrets. Never
This
go
is-
back.
This is Epic's doing, actually. He imprinted that onto the network.
Fucking
It
cunt.
was great.
Yeah, Demi's probably gonna be the first non-Malk to hear the drums.
Fuck off, Jacko.
So, who is next? Epic, you wanted, after the clan meeting, to have a private talk with Byron, I believe.
That is correct. Needed to talk to Byron real fast. Hi there. Nice to see you, Byron.
Hello?
Ah, yes. So, you are doing a very amazing job, by the way. Just wanted to let you know. But, it does seem that, some of what you've been very good at is causing some others to worry. Well,
It wasn't my fault. The gremlins made me do it.
I know they did. But you need to be careful on, listening to certain gremlins.
Well, I try. I try. I don't listen to them, but they keep coming after me, and then
Yes.
he
yes, be
climbs
careful of
up.
the broken glass. Yes. Be careful of the broken glass, okay? If you need help filling the edge, I am here for you.
No, thank you. I like my brain the way it is.
It's very nice and twisted, yes.
Nah, you can't twist your own brain. I've tried, but the flesh crafting, it just undoes itself.
Ah.
Someone else's, though. If you need my help, I could help.
I will know who to call on.
Okay, so
But,
you know.
yeah, just wanted...
So now you know who to call if you need a homemade lobotomy.
Yay! But, basically she's just trying to, dissuade any particular, thirsts he has for, the addiction sort. Diableries.
Okay, make 2 rolls. Charisma, empathy, and perception empathy. Make the charisma
Okay.
first. Both at 6.
Both at 6. Darn it. Nothing helps on the enchanting voice. Oh well.
We're gonna make it 5 with the enchanting voice. Like, normally it would be tougher, and I'm kind of already taking your authority over him into account, but yeah, the enchanting voice
Okay.
would kind of lower it.
Go, baby, go!
Okay.
I, have multiple kinds of specialties. One for gaining trust. It was empathy, right?
Yes.
So, gaining trust, and, the charisma is eloquent.
Okay. That works great then, and the Minecraft Jag. This is a tabletop role-playing game where we play vampires, and thank you very much for the follow as well. So, yeah, just stay a while and listen. We are just starting a new campaign today. Well, other than the
We're all
character
elders.
creation, which was like 3 sessions, but
That took a while.
yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, give me a perception empathy.
Aspects count for anything?
If you're specifically trying to read him, then yes. So,
'Cause, of course, I'm trying to read him. This is fairly important.
yeah, then the difficulty
Want to
would
make
go
sure he
down
goes
to
on the
3
right path.
for all the heightened senses you have. Yeah. From what you can tell from the way he's acting, he's kind of desperate in a way, because everyone's like trying to chew his face off over this, and he even gets why, but it's kind of like he didn't do it deliberately, it kind of just circumstances that were beyond his control, getting ripped into by multiple ghouls, losing control, etc.,
Yeah. It's just about him, possibly gaining an addiction, trying to fight that. And I will make it very clear he is doing a very great job. Don't worry. You're
I
doing
mean,
great.
he had like 15 to 20 years since he had a second time, you know? Or since this time,
Hey.
that is, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're gonna have a recovering Diablo addict.
Yeah. I know. It's great.
I mean, he probably isn't addicted yet. Not.
The point was that he might be getting somewhat on that track. Wanted to,
Yeah.
dissuade that.
No, you've certainly made an impression. And he's very, very sad now.
Oh, don't worry. You're doing great. Just need to be careful.
Okay.
Why do I
Oh.
feel like that's a conscience roll or something to like gain humanity from that?
Not as high as he already is.
I'm pretty high. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry.
And
No,
for
no, I wasn't talking
elders,
about epic. I wasn't talking about epic. I was talking about Byron maybe getting up. From, regretting his actions prior.
you know, he's young enough that this kind of thing might be enough to give him a tick. For elders. Essentially, you're gonna need to get multiple things and then you would roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Nah, definitely not. Not sure what a botch would mean though.
Well, he's like, you know, you would read that as he's already trying and he's gonna keep trying, but it's like, I mean, I can't be faulted if it's circumstances beyond my control kind of thing. A little bit.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So besides that, my character is going to be taking inventory, essentially. For, setting things up. She doesn't need to, she doesn't have anything particularly special for duties or anything. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Elysium's not set up yet.
Inventory in terms of people you have strings on, right?
More of actually checking up on particularly the Independents, the, Malkavian clan. I think she gets up the earliest by far. Well, besides against Demi and such.
You get
So,
up at around the same time as the Youngbloods, yes. So essentially
So,
making the rounds between Malks and Independents. Anyone in particular you would be visiting?
particularly visiting. I was actually mentioning the whole my sixth dot. I'm taking a inventory when I wake up to check where everyone is. Almost like every day for a while.
Did you have a ping on Torbrand?
Maybe. We kind of met, but not really.
Well, if you've seen him, then yes, probably. So, yeah, you just see him going around his territory, hunting, reading on occasion, meeting with a person or two, money changing hands, doing taxes on one occasion.
That's cool. Oh, I did want to send him a quick letter, actually, if at all possible.
Okay. Then,
And that was just going to be a basic description of what we ended up deciding in our little, the government-wise. That he has his own territory, it's Milnberg, things like that. If he wants to talk, no problem with that. If you don't really want to, that's fine too.
Okay, he would actually send back a letter that's, well, more or less polite as you might expect a loner to make, and just like, thank you very much, it's much appreciated. I might, in the coming years, visit Elysium on occasion.
I will just send back, you will be welcome.
Okay, and on that, let us split the video once again.